time. It is time. This is the part that I love. Getting the mat set up, man. I'm telling you. Then it's like usable. You know, I mean, I'm going to put up all kinds of stuff and I got weapons and stuff to put up. But after this part, it's pretty much usable. This is it, man. What I am thinking is I'm going to put this big blue guy up against this wall because it's a little bit hardier than these guys. I don't know if you can see those. Those are awesome mats. Little story for you guys, I guess. Because this can either be, mats can either be your most expensive purchase or not. In total, I have only paid, I think it's $150 for all of these mats. Inconceivable! And I've got this giant blue one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the green ones, okay? And these are nice. These are 2-inch thick Tiffin mats. These are like legit wrestling mats.
Lift it up! Lift it up!
So you should always be looking for deals, okay? If you're wanting to build a home dojo and you want to get stuff, you got to start looking. I mean, you know, mats are expensive, but sometimes you can find deals. So I was just kind of looking online, always looking for mats, trying to find them, you know, really cheap. And I happened upon Tiffin's website, tiffinmats.com, and they had these mats 2 inches thick, and I think they are 4x6, each one of them, okay? So they're good-sized mats. And they had them on their website. I think it was $25 a piece. That's what it was. 25 bucks each, okay? I was like, no way. And so I was like, dude, I gotta try to get these mats. And I just went through the whole thing, and I paid $150 for these. That's with shipping and everything. There was no tax, no shipping, nothing. Come to find out, Tiffin had a glitch on their website that they didn't know about. And they tried to not give me the mats. They said that, oh no, that's not what they cost. These are supposed to be, I think, like 200 and something bucks a piece. And but they had a mistake on their website. But I had a receipt, so they had to send them to me. Point is that there are deals out there. If you could just look around, you might stumble upon something like this. I mean, there's no reason why I stumbled upon something like this, you know, except that God was blessing me. That's the only thing that I could say. That's crazy. But look for deals, you can find them. And this one, the way that I got this mat is we were out garage sailing, me and my wife, and somebody was throwing it out. And I was like, no way. No way. And it was free. Didn't cost me anything. This thing is awesome. This is a straight up wrestling mat too. So, I mean, it's just, if you're looking, a lot of times you'll find something, okay? So anyway, I'm going to stop talking and start putting this together in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have got our blue mat put up here. Next step is to start putting the green mats down, all right? But I wanted to show you this. This is actually really important. When you're putting down mats, when you've got multiples that you got to put down, it's actually really important to tape them together. If you don't tape them together, then that's how toes get broken and fingers and things. If you're rolling around, or if you're, you know, just even doing footwork and stuff, and a toe just slips in there and you move the wrong way, it's done. It's just gonna break.
The toe appears dislocated.
You got to make sure that you've got tape down on the edges on these. Problem is that A lot of tape just doesn't work. Like when you step on where the crease is, it depresses, and a lot of times that'll tear your tape. They make matte tape specifically for this. But what I found is, using just the regular matte tape that they sell with like these mats, or specifically for these kind of mats, like wrestling mats, the adhesive on them wears off really quickly. And once it kind of starts getting folds, it's pretty much over. And so what I have found to be the best tape, actually, is this. Gorilla Tape. Gorilla Tape is bomb. Way better than duct tape. And then comes in this super fat roll. These super fat rolls, I always put down 2 layers. With this, that's what I'll be using today. Just something that I would recommend to you guys. Anyway, let me stop talking and start working. Okay. Because they're super important, let's face it. I mean, a home dojo is really not a home dojo unless you have mats down. Most people, there's some people that have like nice wood floors and everything, but obviously you're only working on striking or katas or whatever. So if you wanted to be able to do stuff on the ground, obviously you're going to want some good mats. I said a little while ago that, just be on the lookout for deals. So I've been watching some videos of like some home dojo tutorials and stuff, and people actually get things like, padding that they put down on like pieces of wood. Like glue it or staple it down to pieces of wood. And then you can actually put like those little puzzle pieces over top of that. That could be something that could give you some pretty good mat space for not too much money. The point is to try to do it and fit it within your own budget, and also give yourself a good enough space to actually be able to do training. Otherwise, what are you doing? Otherwise, why are you doing it? If you're somebody that does jiu-jitsu or wrestling and you put down puzzle mats, then you're going to regret that. That's not going to be fun. You're going to need to invest in a little bit higher end mat. But if you're somebody that does just, karate or taekwondo or even Muay Thai, you don't really even need mats. Mats are really there to just kind of help protect your feet so that, you've got something a little bit more giving than concrete to step on, So, find mats that work for your art form, that work for your style, and put it down. So if you end up getting mats like these Tiffin mats that I've got, these are actually pretty nice mats, then this is kind of how you're going to want to put them together. You can get mat tape, but like I said, I prefer this stuff. The Gorilla Tape. It works really well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the tape on, and I'm going to show you kind of how I secure this area up and all that. First thing that you're actually going to want to do is make sure that the mats are pushed together, okay? These have got a little bit of residual glue on mine, but that's okay. That's not that big of a deal. You just want to make sure that that seam is really close together there. The wider it is apart, kind of like that, if you guys can see that, the easier it's going to be to actually break the tape stepping on it. So try to get, it's impossible to get all of the corners like perfectly together, but try to do it as best you can. Okay, here we go. So when I do this, I try to get one long piece along the whole length of the mats. Okay, so I'm going to start from this corner here and go all the way up this wall here. Okay. Just keep rolling your tape. Okay, now that we've got our first, if you can see that around my shadow, our first little strip down, what I'm going to actually do is secure the back of this to that wall. Okay, so this is just going to be kind of a temporary way of doing it. I'm going to need to shore it up a little bit more than this, but this will help you out a little bit. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is take strips of this Gorilla Tape and roll them up. You can actually see where I had the last ones last time I had this set up. Roll them up, put them on the back of the mats, basically stick them to the wall, okay? Only problem is this time, I've only got the studs exposed. I don't have plywood on it. Last time I had plywood up here, so I only used tape. By doing that, that made it so I didn't have to actually puncture holes in my mats. I really don't want to do that. But this time, I'm probably going to have to, unfortunately, because I only have the studs to put tape up against. So, but right now what I'm going to do is at least put tape along where the studs are going to make contact and put it up so I can at least get my mats set up, and then later I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of screws in the top of it to keep it from falling down. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now you guys can see how I kind of got these on here. Now notice I've got these quite a bit wider than the 2x4s are, because it's pretty much impossible, for me anyway, to do things in a perfectly straight line.
Let me get you a step under here on my light shining at. I need you to help me out. We're going to make us a line. Can you hold on to the end of that tape for me real tight? Let's set that on the ground right there in front of you. Oh!
Let's go ahead and put this up, huh? Let's see. Let's see if it sticks. There's that one. There's that one. I think I got it here. And this one. Okay, so obviously this is definitely not how I'm going to leave this forever, seeing as how that doesn't want to stay up there. But it's up there enough for me to go ahead and get these, the rest of this done. I might actually try to find a screw that's long enough, stick it in the top of this. But I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the rest of this. That's basically how you put your mats up. You put your tape on your mats. So let me go ahead and finish this, all right? in here. Yeah, I'd say so. So, I think the next step is going to be to start putting some of the equipment together. That means it's totally usable. Anyway, that is how you install your mats. Join me for the next one when I show you guys my goodies, the equipment. It's the stuff that we get to use in here, which is the fun stuff. And thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that this has been a help to you. I hope this gives you some ideas for your own at-home training space. Like always, God bless all of you, and I'll see you next time. Deuces!